Hi friends, welcome to KMAT Gate's Education. Let's see the first question. The question is about to ask the gain margin and phase margin. The frequency response is given in tabular form. What is the gain margin and phase margin? Okay, so we know very well about gain margin, that equal to 1 by magnitude at omega equal to phase crossover frequency. The phase margin equal to 180 plus phi at omega equal to gain crossover frequency. That means the magnitude we have to calculate at phase crossover frequency. The phase crossover frequency is nothing but is calculated at minus 180 degrees. Okay, and 180 plus phase angle. The phase angle is calculated at a frequency of gain crossover frequency. The gain crossover frequency is calculated at unity magnitude. Right, unity magnitude. So let's see the first gain margin at omega equal to omega phase crossover frequency, that is minus 180 degrees. What is magnitude? So at minus 180 degrees, what is the magnitude here? 1. So gain margin equal to 1 by 1. So gain margin in dB equal to 20 log of 1 by 1, that equal to 20 log 1, that equal to 0 dB. Okay, the phase margin equal to 180 plus phi at gain crossover frequency unity magnitude. At unity magnitude, what is the phase angle? Minus 180. That is 180 minus 180, that equal to 0. So 0 dB and 0 degree is the answer. Okay, next question. Let's see the next question here. He asked that figure shows the polar plot of the system. What is the transfer function of the system? So in the polar plot length, what is the transfer function? He asked me what is the transfer function. So I can carefully observe, I don't bother about the polar plot. At omega equal to 0, I have found that this is the magnitude of 10. At omega equal to infinity, I have a magnitude equal to 1. Simply I shall take root of 1 plus omega square. Check the options. 1 plus omega square magnitude, root of 1 plus 100 omega square. Similarly 1 plus 10 omega square, root of 100 omega square, 1 plus omega square. 10 into root of 1 plus omega square, root of 1 plus 100 omega square. 10 by root of 1 plus omega square. Let I check for omega equal to 0. So I put omega equal to 0, I get this is 0 and this is 0, I get 1, and this is 0 and this is 0, 1, and this is 0 and this is 0, I get 10, and this is 0, I get 10. Okay, at omega equal to 0, I want to get 10. So this option and this option I can neglect. Okay, let omega equal to infinity, I want to get 1. So what is the mistake we will actually done in the exam is directly issue substitute omega equal to infinity. So at omega equal to infinity, you take s equal to common, then you get easy analysis, s into 1 plus 1 by s. Okay, so s into 10 plus 1 by s. Okay, so 10 cancel. So omega equal to infinity means indirectly s equal to infinity. So you get 10 into 1 by 10, that equal to 1. Let's see here 10. It does not bother about that. Let's take s equal to 1 plus 1 by s. It is 0. It is 0. Infinity, it is 0. So option is C. So while calculating at omega equal to infinity, clearly observe, take s common. When omega equal to 0, directly substitute, there is no problem about that. problem about that. Whenever omega equal to infinity, kindly check the take s as a common, then you can solve the problem. Okay, let's see the next question. Before solving this question, pause my video and try to solve this. How many number of roots lies in left half of S plane? So before solving this, pause my video and solve this question and check the answer. So s power 4, s cube, s square, s power 1, s power 0. I have 1, 2, 6, 2, 3, 6, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 6, 2, 3, 2 2's 4 minus 3, 1 by 2, and 3 by 2 minus 12 by half. Definitely this is negative. One sign change, two sign changes. Okay, how many poles you have? 4 poles. So 2 poles in left half of S plane, left half of S plane 2 poles, right half of S plane 2 poles. What he asked the question, how many number of left half of S plane is the 2. Answer is 2. Okay, let's see the next question. Next question, if you observe, a unity feedback system has an open loop transfer function. The value of the gain k so that minus 3 plus 0 lies on the root locus. So if a point lies on a root locus, first of all angle condition must be satisfied. So what is angle condition? Plus or minus 180, plus or minus of 180, that is odd multiples of 180. And for magnitude should be 1. So to find the value of the gain k, angle condition must be satisfied. If angle condition is satisfied, then the magnitude condition must be satisfied. Magnitude is equal to 1. Magnitude of g of s, h of s is 1. So let's substitute this value. S equal to minus 3, 2 minus 3 minus 1, and minus 1 whole square plus 4 into, k into minus 3 plus 2. Okay, minus 3 whole square, 4 into minus 3 plus 13. So k into minus 1, 9 minus 12 plus 13. 9 minus 12 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 13 is 10. So k into minus 1 by 10. If you take magnitude equal to 1, k equal to 10 is the answer. Okay, k equal to 10 is the answer. So hope you understand. உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் நல்லா தெரியும். Angle condition, magnitude condition already சொல்லிருக்கேன். ஒரு தடவை பாருங்க. Next question you see here. With reference to the following characteristic equation, the centroid of the root locus. Okay, if you carefully observe the equation, this is given as a characteristic equation. So what is the characteristic equation? 1 plus g of s, h of s equal to 0. So 1 plus k into s plus 1 divided by s cube plus 4s square. So what is g of s? What is g of s, h of s? G of s, h of s equal to k into s plus 1 into s square into s plus 4. Okay, so centroid is nothing but a sigma real part of the poles minus sigma real part of the zeros minus p minus z. So what is the real part of the pole? Minus 4. What is the real part of the zeros? Minus 1. By how many poles are there? 3 poles are there. How many zeros are there? 1 0. 3 minus 1 minus 4 plus 1 2 minus 3 by 2. So centroid is minus 3 by 2 is the centroid. Next question. You know that centroid may lies on root locus or may not be lies on root locus, but it lies on the real axis, anywhere on the real axis. But breakpoints always lies on a root locus. Okay, let's see the next question. So let's see the next question. What he asked, for the given block diagram, if the DC gain is 0.5, If the DC gain is 0.5, the value of the x is. Okay, so what is the transfer function here? C of s by r of s, that equal to 2 by s plus 2 into s plus 1 by 1 plus 2x by s plus 2 into s plus 1. Okay, so 2 by s plus 2 into s plus 1 plus 2x. Okay, so what is the DC gain here? DC gain is given as 0.5. So what is the DC gain? DC gain is nothing but a simply set frequency equal to 0. Simply set the frequency equal to 0, that equal to s tends to 0. S tends to 0. That means s equal to j omega j into 2 pi f. So f equal to 0 means what happens? S tends to 0. Let us 2 by 2 into 1 into plus 2x equal to how much DC gain? 0.5. 5 by 10, that equal to 1 by 2. So 4, 2 plus 2x, 4 minus 2, 2 equal to 2x, x equal to 1. X equal to 1 is the answer. X equal to 1 is the answer. Okay, so DC gain is nothing but a steady state gain, that equal to frequency equal to 0. Frequency equal to 0 means what happens? S tends to 0. Okay, so this is a gain. So C of s r of s is a C of s by r of is a gain of this transfer function. Output by input is a gain. So this is a gain of the transfer function. Okay, I want DC gain of this transfer function. Simply replace s tends to 0. S tends to 0. Next question. Let's see the next question here. He asked that how many number of forward paths, how many number of individual loops, and how many number of non-touching loops. Okay, so see here how many number of forward paths. So this is one forward path. Okay, and this is one forward path. Two forward paths. How many forward paths? Two forward paths. It has a two forward paths, right? How many individual loops? How many individual loops? So this is one individual loop. Okay, this is one individual loop 2, and this is one individual loop 3, and this is one individual loop 4. How many individual loops? 4. It is correct. And again he asked that it has no 3 non-touching loops. No 3. How many non-touching loops? 3 non-touching loops. So you have, this is one non-touching loop, and another non-touching loop 2. It has only 2 non-touching loops. How many non-touching loops are there? 2 non-touching loops. So it has no 3 non-touching loops. It has only 2 non-touching loops. Answer is correct. Okay, let's see the next question. So here the next question is the system x dot equal to x of t plus b of t. A is given. What is the state transmission matrix? We know that state transition matrix equal to phi of t equal to e power a t, that equal to L inverse of si minus a whole inverse. Okay, so find it and give the answer in the comment box. Okay, I think it is very easy. I don't need to solve this question. Let's see the next question. So let's see the next question. Which of the following is not a valid Fourier series representation? So we know that Fourier series is for only periodic signal, whereas Fourier transform is for periodic and aperiodic signal. Periodic and aperiodic signal. So this is a periodic. We know, and I think you know very well about how to find the periodic function. Okay, so this is a periodic, this is a periodic, and if you consider this is not a periodic function, and this is a periodic function. So we can't find this is not a valid Fourier series representation. Why? Because 2 pi by t1 equal to 3 pi, 2 pi by t2 equal to 3, so t1 equal to 2 by 3, t2 equal to 2 pi by 3. So T1 by ratio of T1 by 2 should be rational. It should be irrational. Then it is not a periodic. So we can't actually Fourier series representation is a naught plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega naught t. You can check like this also, sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n omega naught t. So you see here n omega naught, here n omega naught is there. So all are cosine and sine functions. Okay, so here n omega naught is 2, here n omega naught is 4, so satisfies. Here cos t plus j sin t and sin 2t. So here also n omega is 1, n omega is 2, n omega. So this it's satisfying periodic. You can check it. Okay, so but here n omega naught is 3 pi, here n omega naught is 3. So it does not satisfying the. Okay, you can understand that. Let's see next question. Let's see the next. Let's see here. This is even, odd. Remember like this: odd, even, and even, odd, odd, even. This is real and this is imaginary, and this is real and this is imaginary. Okay, let's see here. If signal is real and even, spectrum is also real and even. Signal is real and even, signal is real and even, spectrum is also real and even. See here, signal is real and even, spectrum is also real and even. Signal is real and odd, spectrum is imaginary and odd. Signal is real and odd, spectrum is imaginary and odd. Imaginary and odd. Signal is imaginary and odd, spectrum is real and odd. Signal is imaginary and odd, spectrum is real and odd. Real and odd. Signal is imaginary and even, spectrum is imaginary and even. So for P you have an option of 4, for Q you have an option of 3, for R you have an option of 2. So you can neglect this. This is no correct answer. So you remember this: first even and odd and even. Same here, real, imaginary. So first two are like this, second two are like this. Okay, so first two are like this, remember like this. Okay, so 1 mark, don't miss. Okay, next question. So let's see the next question here. A separately excited DC motor operating from a 300 volts has the following speed current characteristics. So from this you can see here separately excited DC motor, that is flux constant. First of all, first point, operating from 300 volts has the following speed current characteristics. The armature resistance is how much? So N is proportional to AB by 5. Flux is constant, you take away. So N1 by N2 equal to EB1 by EB2, I know. So EB1 is V minus DC motor na, V minus IA RA, V minus IA2 RA. So I know two speeds, 400 and 600. Okay, so from this graph observe clearly, for 100 amperes, what is the speed? 4 amperes. For 100 amperes I have a speed of 400 rpm, also 400 radians per second. You can see here, for the 600 rpm the current is 0. For 600 rpm current is 0. So let's see here. N1, let's take 400 RPM, radians per second. Voltage is 300. What is current here? 100 into armature resistance is given as, I want to find this, at again 600, V is 300, IA to V is 0 into RA. So 4 by 6, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 by 3 into 300, 300 minus 100 RA. Okay, so 300, so 200 equal to 300 minus 100 RA. So 100 RA equal to 100. So RA equal to 1 ohm. RA equal to 1 ohm. Sorry, I start missions in next video. Okay, so there are so many problems. I will start missions problems in next video. So thank you friends.